Good evening, learner in elimination land. Tyler from tenthumbsproductions teaching you another tutorial. Today we're doing Blue Danube. You might know it from Squid Game. For my old school fans, Space Odyssey 2001. What's a Squid Game joke? Red light, green light. All the tabs on the screen, but you can get a printable version by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes as well as the description. New ukulele every Wednesday and Saturday. Subscribe and learn guitar on Monday. And let's do it. I'm thinking about doing more classical music, so if you enjoy this, let me know. Our first four measures sound like this. So what we're going to do is, you can make a D chord, but we're not playing the G string. You're going to play the second, also we're in 3/4 time real quick, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is also known as waltz time. So we're going to play the second fret of the C string, second fret of the E, the open A, then we're going to play the second fret of the C string combined with the open A. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1. Do, 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. And then here's the magic happening. Now, after you play that, we're going to rest on the second beat. There is a bass note going on there, but to hit that bass note, which is an F sharp, it makes it a little more awkward. So in the PDF, I might include a version with the bass, but I think it sounds better if you just rest on that second beat. Rest, and then you're going to come up and you're going to play the 12th fret of the string here, of the high A, with the 11th fret of the G. If this is too hard, the most important note is the A string. So you can just go 12, 12, but that 11th fret really gives it that I'm floating in space while I'm waking up to fight a game for my life of red light, green light. Then we rest on the second beat, and then we're going to play the 9th fret of the A string combined with the 10th fret of the E. And note each time it's on the third beat and the first beat. So if you were to count it, you would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Let's count these four nice and slow so you get a better vibe of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then that second beat right there, bam, is what restarts it. So these four, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. And if you were to play just the A string, you would get, which is also very recognizable, okay? So moving on to the next four measures, we get, no, actually we don't get that, we get this. When I go from 12 to 10, I'm using the same ring finger. So I'll go, and I'll lift up my middle finger, slide down here, and then get my middle finger on the 9. Okay, next four measures. Now, this is really interesting too, because we're in the key of D, and everything's revolving around this D major chord, and then all of a sudden we move to the C sharp diminished. So this is like a 1/7. I don't think I've ever seen a song that's a 1/7. And those are the only two chords too. So we get down here and we play 1, 0, 2, 2. Then this time it's 14 and 12. Now, let's say you do love this song, but you only have 12 frets on your ukulele. 14 and 2 are the same note an octave apart. So if you don't have a 14, just whatever note is too high, subtract 12. 14 minus 12 gets 2. Okay? So you go up 12, 14 if you can, and then 10 and 9 again. So if we play these four measures, we get, then you play the first fret, the C sharp note again before it turns over. We bring up the next four measures and we get 14, 14 this time. If that's too hard, you could play just 14 or just 2, and then 9, 10. And then second fret again to turn it over. So these four measures would be next four measures. Okay, let's put the first half of this together. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's the first half of the song. There's the first 8 measures, and it's just a 16 measure song actually. So we're here we are now. We're gonna play the second fret. Well, 2, 0, 2, 2, 0 again, the same D. Instead of playing the open A, we're gonna jump and land on the 5th fret of the A, which if you didn't know is the octave of this D note here. What's an octave? A D note and a D note, where the circle of life restarts. Mufasa, Simba. Mufasa, Simba, Scar. Ah! Okay, so moving on, getting refocusing. We get 2, 2, 0, 5. And then this time is the furthest down the fret where we're gonna go. I tried to find another way to do this, but I couldn't. It's 17, 17. Ah! Which is hard, especially sitting down. So I'm gonna play just the 17th of the A string. Now, standing up, you can hit that. And if you can, it sounds better to play the 17th of the E and the A. But if you can't, just 17. And if you don't have a 17th fret, 17 minus 12 equals, do you know? 17 minus 12 is 5. So we have another D note. So if we play these, we get 2, 2, 0, 5, 17. Play them both if you can. And then we go down to the 14th fret of the E and 14th of the G. Down to 2. And now we're going to restart again. 2, 2, 0, 5. And this time it's 17 and 16, which is a little more comfortable, right? Well, maybe not. I don't know what ukulele playing. And then 14, 12. Again, if you just can't do that, you could do, and it's going to sound great. Then you play the open E. So actually, this is our third chord we're moving into. So these four measures would be and then we start to have a little cool melodic run that sounds like this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play the open E again, open G, 2nd fret of the A 2 times, which is an E, G, B, which is an E minor chord. So this is actually a pretty cool arpeggio. Yeah. So we get 0, 0, 2, 2. Then we have a nice chromatic movement from the G sharp to the A, 4, 5, up to the 9th fret of A, which I think for me is probably not the most recognizable, but the part of the song I like the most. Do, do, do. We're going to play the 5th fret of the A, 6th fret, which is an F sharp note again, which is the major third of a D chord. So you could also play the 2nd fret here if you wanted to. 6th fret 2 times. To the 4th fret, we're going to play the 2nd fret and the open E together, open A string, then 2, 2, 2. Ooh, man, that D note's high. Ah, da, da, da. So we put that together, we get there's that random solo. Second half. 1, 2, 3. Whole song from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, learners in Elimination Land, for watching this one. Hope you dig it. Remember to subscribe. Think about becoming a Patreon. Printable tabs for all these tutorials. And these masks are not as comfortable as they look. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Tell you to have a lovely day. Enjoy yourself, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Life is good, friends. Take care of yourselves.